Take a look at this car. And then take a look at this one. There's a huge difference between those two, yeah? And then take a look at this one. There's a huge difference between those three, yeah? The difference between those three is something called accessories. And the same thing applies when it comes to dressing up and composing outfits. For example, just look at this. Huge difference, right? Small thing, huge difference. That's the power of accessories when it comes to composing outfits. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some essential accessories that every guy should have. And don't worry, a newsboy hat is not one of them. What's up, good people? I am David Ochola, and in case you're new here, this is Wardrobe Chronicles. On this channel, I make videos that not only help you be confident in who you are, but also help you present the best version of yourself to those around you and the rest of the world. In case that's something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any other video that I post. I post weekly videos on Sundays at 10 a.m. East African time, and that's great content that will help you put your best foot forward. That said, let's jump into today's video. The first essential accessory that every guy should have is a good watch. I dare say, a good watch is a timeless accessory. Pun very intended. Anyway, a good versatile watch that you can dress up and dress down will serve you really well. And the thing about a watch is it not only makes you look sophisticated, but it also serves the purpose of time, you know? I'm sure you're wondering why you should have a watch if you have a smartphone. Good question. The other thing you don't know about a watch is it not only makes you look sophisticated, but women also like it. And the other thing about it is it is a symbol of status for some funny reason. When you have a good watch, you look superb. So the first essential that every guy should have is a good watch. When it comes to what leather strap and what face and all that stuff, it really comes down to your personal taste. But I'd say when you're starting off, maybe you can start with black straps or a brown strap or even metallic straps, you know. Whatever floats your boat, keep sailing with it. Apart from versatility, the other thing you want to look out for when buying a watch is quality. It doesn't matter who you are. It's really annoying when you have to keep buying a battery for a watch every other week or every 2 weeks or every month. It really gets annoying and it batters your wallet, and that's something we're not going for. So buy a good quality watch that has a long life battery, because that will serve you right. And that is a perfect segue to the next thing we're going to talk about, your wallet. Many of us guys are usually guilty of this, sticking to one wallet for so many years. You don't want to be that kind of person, and I'm guilty for this as well. The wallet I've had is 10 years old and it doesn't look bad, but it's something that keeps embarrassing you when you have to pay for something, because people will be looking at your wallet like, you dress well, what's up with your wallet? You know what I mean? You don't want to look like a pauper when you get your wallet out. It might have all the money in the world, but if it's a bad quality wallet, it won't be a sight to behold. Personally, I'm looking to getting a slim wallet very soon for health reasons, which we'll talk about in an upcoming video about some health hazards in some fashion trends that women have adopted. But that is a story for another day. The point is to have a good wallet. Just keep replacing your wallet every so often. When it gets old, just buy a new one. It will not only help upgrade your style, but it will also be a functional piece in your wardrobe. The third essential when it comes to accessories is a good leather belt. Have you guys ever wondered what ladies look at when they are sizing you? They usually start with the shoes, yeah? Then the next thing they will look at is the belt. But over and above the fact that you'll get judged by the belt you're wearing, it's just nice to have a decent belt. You don't want a belt that's falling apart, that's old, that looks funny, that has a big buckle. That's just ugly. You want to have a belt that looks like your style, yeah? But in my opinion, for example, if you're not a cowboy, don't wear a cowboy buckle belt, you know? It makes you look cheesy, especially when you dress it up. So in my opinion, you should go for something a little more subtle, something that's minimal, something that looks good, but something that's of good quality. Don't settle for pleather. If at all that's a new term to you, pleather means like plastic leather, which is not real leather. Personally, I like leather belts that are real leather, because that way I can keep that belt for a really long time, as opposed to having to keep buying a belt and that's going to just be too expensive and unsustainable, yeah? So invest in a good belt. When it comes to design and color, that really depends on the other leathers that you have, and by that I mean the watch that you're wearing as well as the shoes you're wearing. Many people usually say ideally you should match your leathers. If you can, just do that. But when it comes to casual wear, you can get away with mixing and matching here and there, and that's okay and it's acceptable. The next essential accessory that every guy should have is a good quality folder bag. You don't want to be the guy who goes for a job interview with a brown envelope. You don't want to be that guy. You look like it's the first time that you're going for a job interview, as opposed to, say for example, if you had a nice folder bag. Folder bags are not that expensive. You can even DIY one on your own or go to a tailor and ask them to make one for you. Something that's customized to your personal style will be much better than having to carry an envelope all around, yeah? Unless what you're carrying is an enveloped gift. Anyway, the point is to have a nice folder bag. Folder bags come in various fabrics, leather, cotton, denim, whatever you like. It just comes down to taste. But I've come to realize that leather folder bags are usually more functional and they're more durable. So if you can afford one, buy one. But if you can't, you can just settle for an alternative, but ensure it just matches whatever you'll be wearing. If you will be using it in more formal occasions, let it be something a little more dressy. If it's something for casual occasions, be sure to settle for something more casual. The last essential accessory that every guy should have is a nice quality backpack. It doesn't matter what your age is, it doesn't matter where you work, it doesn't matter what you do. At some point you'll come to realize that you need a backpack either way, yeah? You don't want to be the guy who carries a camping bag to school, yeah? Neither do you want to be the guy who carries a huge backpack that looks like you're carrying a parachute to work. That's not what you want. You want to go for something a little more minimal, something that's designed to match whatever kind of job or whatever kind of school you go to. That way you will look a little more stylish than everyone else. When everyone else is carrying a backpack that's... backpack. Wow. When everyone else is carrying a backpack that's generic, you'll have something a little more tasteful, something a little more sophisticated, yeah? Two things that I'd like to point out when it comes to settling for a backpack. Number one, the quality. The quality is going to be very important so that you don't break the bank all the time you have to buy a new backpack. That's not what we want. The second thing that you're going to settle for is something that's spacious enough to carry whatever it is that you want to carry. You don't want to be the guy who has a backpack and then you're carrying something else in your pocket, your pockets are filled, and you're looking like you're busy. That's not what you want. You want to go for something that will be able to carry your laptop, your books, your accessories, your water bottle, and all that good stuff. So settle for something that's just big enough and small enough for you, if that makes sense. I'd suggest you also go for something that works with your personal style and personal taste, and you're good to go. So these can vary from leather backpacks to cotton ones to denim ones. It just comes down to what you like and what your preferences are, and of course considering what you do on a daily basis here. And those are the 5 essential accessories that every guy should have to make you look more stylish. If at all you found this video informative and helpful, be sure to drop a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. Also be sure to share it with a friend of yours that will find it helpful and informative as well. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next video next week. Keep crushing it.